Hello guys, how are you doing? I hope that you are doing very well. Today's lesson is question tags. So when it comes to have normal question, look at the example, are you hungry? So the question changed to statements with question tags. You are hungry, aren't you? Even when we have the past, that was a good movie, wasn't it? So usually we take the auxiliary and change it to the opposite. If it is positive, change it to negative. But my question is, why do we use the question tags? We normally use it in informal speech. We add question tags to the end of statements to turn them into questions. And we want to check if something is true or to invite people to agree with us. It's also a confirmation or an emphasis of the points you want to make. Again, here we have some rules of question tags. Positive verbs, negative verbs, and vice versa. Verbs without auxiliaries. Sentences that start with I am. Commands and sentences that start with let's. And the intonation. So rule number one. It's so easy. When we have positive verb, it changes to negative ones. Look at the examples given here. If the verb in the sentence is positive, then the verb in the question tag would be negative. And if the verb in the sentence is negative, then the verb in the question tag would be positive. Look at the example. Rule number two, verbs without auxiliaries. We ran to the school, didn't we? So here, we must highlight that the verb in the past, that's the reason why we use did. So, if the main part of the sentence has a verb but does not have an auxiliary verb, then the question tag will use an appropriate form of do. Do or don't, did or didn't. Sense that starts with I am. When we have sense that start with I am, it changes to aren't I. I am not changed to am I. Commands. This is used when you command someone to do something. Look at the example. Close the door, will you? So when it comes to command, we use will, you. Sentences that start with let's. If a sentence starts with let's, the question tag will always be shall we. Look at the example here. Let's go dancing, shall we? So let's take a quick recap of the rules of the question tags. When we have positive verbs, it changes to negative ones. When we have verb without auxiliaries, we must choose the appropriate auxiliary. When we have sense that starts with I am, it changes to am I. Commands, we have to say will you. When we have sense that start with let's, it changes to shall we. Another more important rule we should take into our consideration is the intonation. So when we use the question tag, we should really care about our intonation. Remember, we said that we use question tags if we want to check if something is true or to invite people to agree with us. So this is where intonation comes in. So look at the example. The question tags worksheet is only due tomorrow, isn't it? So rising intonation here, because I was asking a real question and I wanted my friend to confirm my statements. That was a great dessert, wasn't it? Falling intonation here, because I already know the answer that my friend is going to give. So again, guys, I included more intonation examples here. So it's up to you to find out what type of intonation will I use in the following scenarios. Is it rising or falling intonation? Thank you, guys, and keep in touch.